Hey, Atris. Hey.
The day after the collision, I was interviewed by the Coast Guard. I'm still trying to grasp everything that happened, so I told them all I could at the time. I didn't dare to watch my own video of the collision and was so much in shock that I thought no one will ever see it. But then I came to my senses and told them I had filmed it. I just want the truth to be out there. I thought maybe I'll get in trouble. I don't know. At the moment of the incident, I couldn't understand the ship's relative speed to mine. At night, it's just hard. Luckily, all the professionals I've been in contact with have been very understanding. They know accidents happen. They've seen them. They have picked up people from the sea, dead and alive, and some they have not found.
It's about the only time I made some money on a boat, and good construction. At that time,
it's pretty great.
Today we are continuing on south. We are going to round Sweden's southern coast and go on the south coast. We're going to go on the south coast of Sweden. I don't know to which harbor or marina. There are several small marinas. I am going to see Sweden's Stonehenge. Ale stenar. We now are on the southernmost coast of Sweden. It wouldn't surprise me by now if I just leaned against a stone and it fell over. The sea can play tricks on your mind. It's easy to think one way from the safety of a couch, but being out there day and night is something else. I don't know if a sharp turn just when I started filming would have saved us. Maybe. But I didn't understand how fast they were approaching. When I did, it was too late to do anything. If I had turned, I had lost all my speed and crashed straight into them. I could just continue and hope for the best. And the best possible happened. We survived. I am happy this is not smell-o-vision because I had to use the toilet in the boat. And it's starting to get really full now. I have tried to empty the shit for 3 weeks now. And all the stations are either closed for the winter or doesn't work, even though they're supposed to be working. These are just the conditions I wanted a wind vane for. Downwind sailing with the Genoa, and in calm conditions it's really good. It's really good now. It takes a while to adjust the sails and the vane a bit, but if the wind keeps going and the waves don't increase or decrease too much, decrease would be fine, I guess, but I think it works. I'm probably not in focus, the sail is probably in focus, I realized. Yes. So if I'm going to straighten up the solar arch after this collision, I also think of making it maybe 10 centimeters or something like that taller, to just have more room, more space for the vane, and then I can make the vane taller and more powerful. I think it's working great, but it needs to be more powerful, and then it needs more leverage, so it needs to be taller for more kinds of conditions. Life is an exercise in frustration. Sailing is an exercise in frustration. And so is life. At least we're not heading towards any ferries. And no ground. I had such a nice course until the wind just decided to stop. And now the wind started a bit again further out here, but it will probably die down if I tack and go the right direction. It was looking so good. The Coast Guard later came and examined my boat. Apart from the solar panels, the outboard's arm was broken, and later I found the railing to be bent with a crack and ripped up a bit. I don't know if the rig is undamaged. The ongoing investigation is not really to put the whole blame on one part, it's mostly about understanding and preventing further accidents. Of course, I would have given the big ship right of way if I understood how fast they were approaching. I was misled by watching their AIS speed and position, possibly delayed by as much as a minute on my phone. Who knows? It looked like they were going much slower and was maybe 2 nautical miles away. Many people have told me that it was my fault, but the Convention on the International Regulations for Preventing Collisions at Sea, COLREGS, state as follows. Except where rules 9, 10 and 13 otherwise require, a power-driven vessel underway shall keep out of the way of 4. A sailing vessel. The exceptions are Rule 9. A vessel of less than 20 meters in length or a sailing vessel shall not impede the passage of a vessel which can safely navigate only within a narrow channel or a fairway. Rule 10. A vessel of less than 20 meters in length or a sailing vessel shall not impede the safe passage of a power-driven vessel following a traffic lane. Rule 13. Notwithstanding anything contained in the rules of Part B, Sections 1 and 2, any vessel overtaking any other shall keep out of the way of the vessel being overtaken. This was not in a traffic lane, nor a narrow channel, nor did I overtake them. However, it's still etiquette to give big ships right of way, and I would have done that had I known. I could have died. I was not even noticed by the ship. They could have seen my radar reflector, green lantern, or sails on the radar. Even if they could not stop, they could honk or shine a warning light. I could have done several things different, of course. It's easy to be wise afterwards. 1. I could have called them on the VHF and asked their speed and bearing, informing them of my existence and position. 2. I could have had a spotlight on my sails to be more visible to ships. 3. I could have taken a big detour, avoiding being close at all. It's not up to me or you to judge a case like this. It's the professional maritime judges. I have been so ashamed that I made this mistake, and I have been worried about everything, even going to jail. But they later concluded that I was innocent. My economy took a hit afterwards because I decided to invest in a modern VHF radio with the distress button and built-in AIS transponder to show other boats my position better at sea, making them aware of my existence. This was like a third of my remaining budget, and that's not even the repairs, but I guess everything gets really exciting when you run out of money. So thank you all who have PayPal'd, Swished and have become Patreons to support these productions. You are really helping me make these videos about my adventures and help me improve the safety for me and Atris. So if you want to sponsor some cat food or coffee, there are links in the description.